Alright, this is my exposition about the Egyptian culture in the past. Ancient Egypt culture is shaped by the limited way of life, customs, and traditions in the ancient Egyptian society. It became Neolithic and enveloped over 13,000 years. 3000 years, until Roman times when it partially disappeared when adopting the Roman Empire and especially Christian customs. What happened with the Egyptian culture? Well, this was start to disappear because the Roman Empire and the Christianism, and that was become to the for the forgiven, for the forgot, and now no one knows so much of this culture. Actually, only the histories, only the history, are the unique way to know about this culture because there are no people that practice this culture. The history of the ancient Egypt as a civic state begins in the Neolithic around the year 3115 AC and is divided into three empires with the intermediate periods of domination by forgiving rules and internal conflicts. The Old Kingdom was characterized by the flourishing of the arts and the construction of huge pyramids. During the Middle Kingdom, after a stage of desertization, Egypt extends a period of splendor in its economy. In the New Kingdom, the Egyptian monarchy reached its golden age and considered neighborhood towns and expanded their domains under the leadership of the pharaohs of the 18th dynasty. The decay of the pharaohs empire begins towards 1075 as a result of the vast incursions of armies of the other towns. Despite the Egyptian culture maintained its fundamental characters until Roman domination influenced of the entire Western Mediterranean. Well, the history of the ancient Egypt was he had so much faith in her kingdom when was a great kingdom with a great economy, but there was so many slaves, and that was a good. Yes, and well, now no one's know of this culture because the Roman Empire and the Christianism don't conserve so much of this culture, and the rest of the things are now in underground. No one's found all the treasures of this culture. Well, now I'm going to talk about the art. Egyptian art was characterized by the fixation of pillars or constant motifs from the beginning of the history of the unified Egypt to end of Roman rules. This spanned almost 3,000 years involvement in the development in art-inspired motifs, figures and forms of expression, with a breakout of revolutionary innovations such as the Armada period, where art would be totally involved with respect to its centuries-old artistic heritage. The knowledge that we have of Egyptian art is mainly due to the materials used to be stone, metals, wood, and other knowledge values such as ivory, francis, and glass. A facet that characterizes Egyptian culture is a constantly effort to transmit a concept of tradition. This effort translates into the adoption of certain models or images as icons that are repeated in the succession of pharaohs. So even though Egyptian history can be classified into great states like Old, Middle, and New empires, many of these arts forms can be repeated as they have been transformed into icons. Well, the Egyptian culture was a great culture of the in paintings. He communicated with paintings and showed his history with paintings. Now, so much of this painting was destroyed and now are getting recovered, but not all the history are founded in this route. But we can we can know of this culture with more passion and more time. Well, this was my homework of Egyptian culture. I I think you like it, teacher. Have a very good week. Well, I'm saying goodbye. So bye, teacher.